Good morning, everybody, and this is your DAX day trade setup for today. And we ended up with a hanging man. I think that's nothing else I can add here. The trend is up. Buyers are looking for opportunity to buy. There's no reason to be shorting at the moment. It doesn't matter how badly the market needs a bit of a reset. The trend is up at the moment. So I suppose we should just be looking for opportunities to buy, regardless of what happens. But what transpired yesterday and pretty much most of the week is big up, consolidate, big down, big up. So didn't even close this gap. We did close a smaller gap, but not the main gap. So if we come down to the hour, that's the one we want to pay attention to. You can see that gap there, closed, but the daily gap is still wide open. So yeah, can't really add anything to that. I'm still on the sides. I'm really not interested in this. When you have an attempt down to the gap and then you get ambushed, because that's pretty much what happened here. Can't even find you a bit of structure as to what we were aiming for. I suppose we could argue that that was it, but that's not. There's not really decent structure there. So you would have expected this gap, and I think even a small gap here as well. When it looks to the left here, there's probably something here as well. But anyway, we are not. How do I put it? We're not following any normal trading structure on the DAX at the moment. So this is just badly written algorithms that are jumping in and making these trades at the moment. So there's no long-term structure at the moment. There's no long-term investment structure at the moment. This is all waiting, holding, waiting to see what's going to happen, waiting to see whether we're going to get inflation, waiting to see what's happening with interest rates. And that's kind of all that's going on at the moment. So for me on the DAX, it doesn't matter that you're getting these big moves after the facts. I mean, it's 160 points. That's fairly big. But when you look at it, when you see gaps like this, immediately you would have been waiting down here, which is bottom of range area, and waiting for structure down here for an opportunity to buy back in. But that didn't materialize, so it comes off here. You can look at it with hindsight and say, well, that was a great area to be long. But if you come down to the 15-minute, you could see how big this move was. So realistically, is it an area to be long, or do I need to wait for a pullback onto structure over here? Because look how strong this is, and we've broken through it. And do I need to wait for a move there? And we've got a red bar off there. So you probably find a lot of people jumped in short there, and stops were triggered. So hindsight being a perfect science, you could argue with yourself around that. But I think if you just look at the bigger picture, we are sideways. There's no real direction. I suppose the trend is up. As you can see, that the trend is definitely up. So we're looking for opportunities to buy, not looking for opportunities to sell. But when you break a structure like that, where you spend a whole day and a half in a range and you break to the downside, normally you expect a little bit of a follow through. Nothing happened, back above the range, and then come test the top of the range. And that's been the story for the last couple of months. So I'm kind of just sit on the sides. There's no reason to try and anticipate a move in any direction. And to be honest with you, with the DAX, I'm waiting for some kind of a reset. And the reset could be this channel that's forming there. Let's give it to you. This could be the reset here. So in other words, just drift in this channel, or if drift and then break out the channel, come test the bottom of the range down here, and that could be a retest. Anything like that could be on the cards, but for me at the moment, this is sideways. I'm not going to even bother trying to find a position in this chaos that we see at the moment. And the oscillators are grouped to the upside again at the moment. So anyway, that's kind of me at the moment, still sitting quietly on the side of the DAX and watching the chaos unfold, and not prepared to risk any money in that. Anyway, I hope it helps somebody, and we'll catch up with you later. Cheers for now.